the house he forgot to mend. The town greeted the new year without joy. No bells rang. No voices counted the seconds. Only the wind moved through the streets, slipping between houses that were never meant to last. And while Matthew spent his days building homes for others, his own was slowly coming undone. The settlement was new, so new that it still felt unfinished, like a thought interrupted halfway. Families had arrived with little more than carts, tools, and hope. Houses were built fast, with thin wood and borrowed time. Walls leaned slightly. Roofs complained under snow. But they stood. For now. Matthew had helped raise most of them. People trusted his hands. They trusted his eye for balance, his patience, his quiet determination. Whenever someone thanked him, he would only say,
"A home is the first thing a person needs."
From morning until night, Matthew worked. He repaired a widow's roof before winter, reinforced the walls of a young family's home, built a small shelter for an old man who had arrived too late to claim land. Each house he finished stood stronger than before. Each evening, he returned to his own, a small, aging structure at the edge of town. One of the first houses ever built there. Rushed, fragile, forgotten. At first, the damage whispered. A crack near the door. A cold draft at night. The floor creaking under familiar footsteps. Matthew noticed, but every time he told himself,
"After the next house. I'll fix it then."
One evening, as snow fell quietly outside, his wife spoke while mending clothes near the fire.
The children sleep closer together now. It's colder in their room.
Matthew nodded, rubbing his hands together.
"I know. I'll fix it soon."
She didn't argue. She never did. Weeks passed. The crack in the wall grew longer. Water stains appeared on the ceiling. The wind found new paths inside. Matthew worked harder than ever. The town depended on him, and he carried that weight proudly. But at home, the walls listened. New Year's Eve arrived with a storm, and waited. Snow mixed with freezing rain. Wine pressed against the town like a test. Inside the house, water dripped steadily into a bowl. Matthew stood beneath the main beam, listening. Then, a long, deep crack echoed through the room. The house shifted, not collapsing, but warning. His wife wrapped her shawl tighter and whispered,
This house has carried us for many winters.
Matthew stared at the beam.
"Just one more. Just one more."
The wind answered by rattling the walls. The storm passed by morning. The first sunrise of the new year rose pale and quiet. Matthew did not take his tools to town. He stood outside his house, seeing it clearly for the first time. The uneven walls, the tired roof, the foundation asking for mercy. Softly, he said,
"I've strengthened every house, but this one."
His wife stepped beside him.
You taught the town how to endure. Now teach our home.
Matthew closed his eyes. That day, Matthew began repairing his own house. He replaced weakened beams, sealed cracks with careful hands, rebuilt what time had taken. The work was slow, but it mattered. People noticed. They passed by quietly. They watched from a distance. Some recognized the house. Some remembered when Matthew had built theirs. No words were spoken, but wood appeared near the door. A bucket of nails rested on the steps. A ladder leaned gently against the wall. The town did not speak. It helped. 4 days, the house changed. The walls stood straighter. The roof held firm. The cold stayed outside. Inside, warmth returned. One evening, Matthew sat on the floor, exhausted. He looked around and said quietly,
"I thought caring for others meant forgetting myself."
His wife sat beside him and replied,
If you want to build a strong town, you must start with yourself.
That year, the town gained no new buildings. But one house stopped falling apart. And Matthew learned something the years had not taught him. A builder must know when to stop building outward and begin building inward. Because even the strongest hands need a place to rest. And that fragile house, in a fragile town, stood firm. welcoming a new year.